Tap that subscribe button.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Got his man. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Gives it the big stiff arm. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Got some room to run. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
That makes the score Miami 14, Tennessee 7.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the right side. He's in open space downfield. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Looking down the middle. With the catch, it's Sparks. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Now improvising. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted it.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here comes the heat. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And tackled there by the defense.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Rush is on him. It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Bring in the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Got And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
And the Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's so important to start the second half with a lot of momentum. You call a nice shot play early. The quarterback's dialed in, finds the open target, throws a strike. Nice way to build some confidence early here in the second half.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Pena. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Simpson. That's caught. It's Smith. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Oh, better look out. There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Flips it out to the back. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pena. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Fagnano. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pena.
Man, is that good situational football. Understanding what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it to their speedster. I got to come up. I got to get him on the ground. Nice execution by this defense, and they're going to need more of it. Late in the football game, who's going to win this battle?
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. The give on the option. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Fagnano. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Hurricanes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Power football with the run. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Miami.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Field goal is good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Tennessee, 21.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. Got a man, it's Pena. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll... Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Canes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The run from the shotgun. Slithers into space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the left. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Do you just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And you got to have that clock in your head, man. You get inside the 5-yard line, you better get rid of the ball. You better see it and throw it. He does a bad job holding on to the football. The defense makes the sack and puts him in 3rd and long.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A long way to go on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down.
Turning it on. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Fagnano. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Running through contact. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Picks up the first down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Pena. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Caught over the middle. It's Davis. Pulled down for the tackle.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll immediately call timeout. This should be the last play of the quarter. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that.
Touchdown, Miami! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
That makes the score Miami 17, Penn State 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here comes the option. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Fagnano. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the tailback. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Under fire. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And he's going to go down as time has run out. said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
He fires to the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one.
He lets it fly. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Back to pass, it's Bradford. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Release to the back. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Chang. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Fagnano. Makes the grab. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. To the air, it's Bradford. And it's incomplete on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Barber. Inside the 25. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Nice move there. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
They want to run this quarterback. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Bradford. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab at the 30. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Number 5.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
Good. That makes the score Alabama 10, Miami 7.
The Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
But you can't say enough about how good this defense has done slowing down one of the top 5 backs statistically in the entire country. Nowhere for him to go. We're in the third quarter, but just remember, it only takes one. This guy is a home run waiting to happen, and because of that, the offense is going to keep giving him the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Back to pass, it's Bradford. Here's the pressure. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and plays breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Did the work himself. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
It's caught downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Canes! They move on top here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Miami 14, Alabama 10.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. At the 45 on his way. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Fagnano. Throws to the back. Caught close to the marker, it's Barber. There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And this offense can stay balanced because they still have those 3 timeouts in their pocket. They need to put a good drive together, but right now they're continuing to stay balanced. They might need to get a little pass happy and a little bit more aggressive after this.
And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the 4th quarter. Going to try to get it himself.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking More guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Miami! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Bradford. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
He'll keep it himself. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Pena. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Showing the arm strength to the left. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off and running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead.
Pittsburgh, 14, Miami.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Fagnano. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Gives it on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
On the play. That's a Panther first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. DB's right up on the receivers. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Pena. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. It's on target and complete. Look out, he's got room. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Flying down the left side. The tap. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looking for the two-point try. From the gun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they line up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Steps away to find some room. Still on his feet at the 45. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. They go to the ground, finding open areas. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pena. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Miami offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Rides to back and leaves him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Got his man on the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Let's go! Dropping back, it's Simpson. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more